team of all time. In terms of if you picked one team out of every year, as Na'Vi from 2011, OG from 2016, what would you pick out? Alliance of 2014. So if you picked out those two, would they be the best team in a single year?
I'd have to say so, and I don't want to steal credit from Winter, because this is something actually Winter said at Bucharest, and I love the way he quoted it. You were asking him, who do you think the best player of all time is?
Yeah.
And he said Miracle. Yeah. And he said, some people might look and they'd be like, no, you can't say that. Like Na'Vi or Alliance were the best teams of like all time. But now, I think we play in the present.
Yeah,
right? This is what he said, and this is what he was talking about.
The quality of Dota at TI1 was nowhere near the quality of Dota at TI3, which was nowhere near the quality of Dota at TI5. I find it very hard. I think 2-year windows is probably as maximum as you can go in terms of the quality of the Dota. Because today, the quality we get now, and the depth of that quality is enormous.
Yeah. And I would also say
put
that
the Alliance, for instance, the 2013 Alliance, put them in a tournament today. I don't know how they do, but I don't think it's very well. No disrespect to them, because they were the best team at the time, but the game's changed.
Dota's ever changing. Yeah. That's the greatest thing. It's evolving.
Good topic. We'll continue that, but the draft is up and running, so let's get back into that. The deciding match, for those of you just tuning in, to ESL One Genting. It's day number 3, game number 2 of the day, and this one decides who goes through to the to the quarterfinals of the main event. Yep. VGJ.Thunder or Vici Gaming. They've already played once in this event. The Thunder came out on top in the best of one upper bracket, and they meet again here in the lower bracket final. We're tied up at 1-1, which effectively means we've got another best of one. Now,
they banned the Omni Knight.
They banned the Omni Knight.
I was going to say, are they banning Tusk or Omni? That's what they're talking about right now.
They're going to go with DP this time. So,
instant DP. Because this is, I think, almost the same bans that they had for the very first game.
Yes, it is.
In the best of one.
Those 3 for Thunder are exactly the same. The Coddle Naga and the Bane.
I think they left out Elder Titan, and Medusa was the one who was picked up, right? So, first pick Death Prophet.
Teams have done AA in first 2 versus this a bunch. Some AA Sand King or
Tusk.
AA.
When have you ever had a series where the first pick sucked in the first game, the first pick sucked in the second game, and then it got banned?
They just don't want to play it.
When does that happen?
They're just realizing they're like, if we pick this hero, it's just gonna get so countered. Like, it makes sense. It does make sense.
As a drafter, you're like, but what if they don't pick it?
Right,
then I have to pick it. I can't resist.
Okay,
the only way to resist.
This is neat. I do like this too.
We like this as an opener.
Yeah, this you were saying. They opened up with one of the LAN-M heroes right off the bat.
One of the most successful pairings right now.
Hey, Paul, you remember your conversation about cheese in Dota?
Yes. As in what?
I would argue.
Please don't tell me that Clock SF is cheese.
I would argue that this is the closest thing to cheese.
Come on now.
Come on, dude. SF starting off with just a ton of souls is so dumb.
It is pretty silly.
It is cheesy. It's a cheesy way to win the mid lane.
But because you can counter this. It's not a 5th pick Brood or a 5th pick Meepo.
To be fair, it's been around forever. Not what the Clockwork was, but it was people remember Veno. Let's go into the Roche pit and put Veno wards, and Roche hits it, and then you deny it and get your souls for Shadow Fiend anyway. I see JJ nodding over there.
This old school cheese.
But yeah, but it's still Tusk Death Prophet now. This is a very threatening lane versus Shadow Fiend Clockwork. You can roll through the cogs.
Yeah, you have to have a really strong Tector for the SF, and I don't think Clockwork can do that for you. I don't think he's strong enough to be able to do that. We've seen Tusk routinely beat Clockwork in this dual lane matchup in mid.
Yeah.
And obviously, Death Prophet is far more threatening of a core than SF.
Whoa, that's a...
So maybe they swerve. Maybe they do some sort of weird safe lane SF or something.
Maybe they just do some like tri-lane or two. They just have 3 heroes sitting there and just prioritize more, just get this Shadow Fiend online. That's a disruptor ban. Did we have that in the other ones?
No, but we talked about how it was
an option.
It was a good choice for one of them.
But I'm thinking they have to want something specifically for this, right? I'm almost thinking like Vici is thinking of a hero here that they didn't want. Yeah, maybe it could be the Void.
The Void or Tidehunter.
Oh, the Tide.
Another hero that's really countered by Disruptor.
Well, they want to match. Yeah, I think maybe it's Tide because they want to get more team fight.
Yeah.
We're talking about. Well, Thunder bans out that Enigma.
5 seconds remaining.
They ban out the dragon. I love how like in the past, like we'd see this and we'd probably be like, wait, what? The DK's banned when there's a Death Prophet on the board already. It's like, wait, what? But now it's just become the staple to Dota where DK can go anywhere.
Either team can weirdly still fit in Razor.
Yeah. This looks more normal, right? We were talking about how the drafts are looking a little bit odd, but now we've got this to do that insta-pick Rubik. This is the other third hero that I was wanting them to have play around that mid lane. Really good versus Tusk and versus Death Prophet. No good spells to steal from Tusk, but if he rolls in, you can further outposition him. And Death Prophet, you get very good spells to steal across the board.
10 seconds.
But he's not a... The problem I have with this is that he doesn't put like an immediate threat against the Death Prophet as a support. Which is still fine. You can make that up with your cores. Obviously, SF does that very well. Double raise.
I do like Rubik with Shadow Fiend a lot, though. Getting that offensive no field with SF is pretty beastly. And like you said, like the multi raises is where the big power of SF really is. So like moving someone out of position, letting them get hit by those more raises is a big deal. Dazzle picked up for Thunder. That's that's an AO hero that he plays all the time.
I wonder why they picked Dazzle as opposed to the Oracle that they...
I mean, Weave is good. Weave is increasingly good with Death Prophet as well, and also, I guess, like, you can look at the Shadow Fiend, and a lot of times we've seen, like, the Yule's Requiems, you get the Grave, but he's already gonna die because it's instant, right? I guess this is just comfort, in my opinion. And Tusk Dazzle is an old classic combo.
It's really good with Tusk as well.
Yeah, another dual save for Death Prophet, too. Pretty sweet. It's always good to have those saves. I actually don't really like Death Prophet unless you have that option.
Vici Gaming are the one.
Yeah, that's what you were saying, right? Because they banned the Disruptor.
Yeah.
Yeah. Paparazzi's been playing it a whole lot. So, and it enables this team fight. Now they've got initiation from the safe lane.
I like, I probably get banned. I really like Bat Rider here for Vici Gaming.
I want more damage in the Chrono.
Yeah.
My big thing. They have nothing to really throw in there. They have some like Fade Bolt, Rocket.
It's hard to get offlaners.
Yeah, it really is. That's a good point. Maybe they could throw this still in the offlane and change up a bit.
Do some sort of like gyrocopter sort of carry, like a very aggressive type.
That could
high damage.
That could be pretty neat. Yeah. Gyro works really well with no field, offensive no field too. On magic damage early. Gyro Rubik, old classic.
What do you think about Doom right now? Do you think Doom? Because I feel like he's kind of fallen off. People were experimenting with this tournament.
He feels weird to me. That's all. He just feels like he doesn't. I mean, Doom still just has such a long cooldown. That's the biggest thing for me. Like, sure, like we've seen the new build, where it's like that 1-1-4, and you just constantly throw that out on people. But yeah, I'm not a really big fan of the hero. It feels a little bit too slow, especially in the way that we've been talking about this meta and this patch. Is got to be quick, got to get going. It's got to be team fight. Doom, he's this weird kind of team fighter.
10 seconds remaining.
TB picked up.
Radiant team banned.
So if it's an offlaner, I'm gonna say Legion and Commander, maybe Vici Gaming, because at least gives you a nuke that you can throw out, and its curses terribly. But then you're going against Dazzle with it.
Not an 11th hero though, is it?
No.
It used to be.
Yeah, not in this patch.
10 seconds remaining.
I changed my mind though, because it's again Tusk Dazzle bad there.
Is Tide banned?
No,
not
yet.
Not taken out. Vici did take out that Bat Rider. Talking about a really good pick.
Yeah.
But I still want. We're going to actually incorporate damage into this. I don't know, from offlane. I don't want to. I mean, Puck's still there. Still be a slight option.
That Brew's still there.
Brew's still there.
Yeah.
Doesn't give damage.
I mean, those are the kind of heroes that 11's been playing recently as well. It's Tide, Omni, Brew, Beast. Tell you what he does have in his arsenal that many of those offlaners do at the moment, isn't it?
Is what?
Underlord.
Not a fan of the hero against
but it could
Death
sort of fit their
Prophet.
lineup, right?
Oh, Night Stalker.
An NS.
That's a core NS, huh?
Cool.
Yeah. Probably a core NS.
I don't know. I'm almost feeling like our offlane Void could be a thing here, and like some sort of Luna or Gyrocopter or one of those kind of.
They
team
do generally play Void offlane. Vici.
Or they double down on the big ultimates. They get Tide ban.
Tide and Enigma both taken out. That's what I was thinking. One of those two.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, it's funny actually because Yang player on the other offlane. But something that
I like Luna or Gyro.
Recently.
I do like Luna or Gyro.
Yeah. It would be such a weird change, though.
It would be.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I really can't get it.
It is the
no good
Underlord.
off.
Damn, Paul's on point.
Yeah, Paul's a monster.
Paul's a monster.
Right. Well, lineup's complete. It's another Void game. It's time for Vici. What do we think? What do we make of that?
Oh, damn. Maybe I do like Thunderlord against Terrorblade.
It is good versus Terrorblade. I will go Thunder. So I can make Cap. I can influence Cap's opinion, apparently.
No, I think it's the other way around. I think he chose Thunder last time and then you chose Thunder after the game.
He didn't chase Thunder.
Yeah,
he
did.
followed me.
No, I followed.
He chose Thunder.
No, he followed me.
Did he?
He absolutely did.
No, Paul, you're right.
You're such a leader.
Listen to him trying. Look at him trying to get
Like, why can't you just play along, Cap, and like look like the good guy? But no, you just have to be difficult. I'm trying to make you look good,
I mean,
buddy,
I want to be honest.
He's an honest man.
I want to be honest in front of our viewers.
I'm going to go Thunder here.
Okay.
What do you got?
I don't think they're going to have enough to burst down Death Prophet. I don't know. I don't think Underlord gives you enough. Maybe there just wasn't an answer. So, I'll go VGJ.T.
Okay. I thought he was going to go for evil geniuses or something, just because, you know, trying to be difficult and different, maybe. I don't know. Right, our two members of the panel have decided, and as you can see, our
oh my God, Paul!
Already, I guess. There's some sort of whoa, what's going on? Oh my goodness! Whoa. It's some sort of caster inception going on right now. Calm, keep calm. Okay, the casters are now ready for game number 3.
We're good? We're live. We're live this time. All right,
Thanks for getting me, buddy. I was like, why'd you tap me? I still hear Paul talking. I was like, all right.
It wasn't the 5-man cast. I thought we were gonna make Paul in for his first Dota 2 cast.
Yeah, it's all good.
We haven't sung that though yet. Still got room to continue our upward trajectory, and as do hopefully one of these Vici gaming teams.
We can only go up. All right, get into the game. Get into the game.
They're like, no, you guys are gonna suffer.
Oh man, I can. Oh wow.
It's been a fun tournament. It's we've had some good games, some fun memes, some good juicy drama is always fun at any event. And well, we'll see what this game has in store. How much drama is involved?
Yeah. The exciting Vici versus Vici matchup.
I hear all the yelling and loud noise. I'm not sure if they're like laughing or excited about what just happened, or if they're playing Space Team.
I mean, I'm pretty sure Nahaz just like, this is Nahaz's default state. It's like, I can't tell if Nahaz is angry or happy, or it's just like, it's just
conversation.
It's neutral, yeah. It's just, Alan might legitimately just be talking about peanuts with other people.
Yeah. Dota drafts. What's anything crazy here? Clock SF. We saw this from TNC. They lost a game where it looked like they still had a pretty solid draft.
Yeah.
Terrorblade talked about as one of the kind of best heroes of beating and countering in SF.
I think Thunder's gonna win this.
So this time we do side with the panel, unlike last.
Did they say Thunder?
They both of them said Thunder.
What about you?
I'm not a big fan of Underlord as a hero. I think TB Dazzle is just such a proven. Yeah, I'm gonna be a number 4 for Thunder. Yang just got
Cap's
bashed.
0-2, dude, in these predictions.
Wait, they have an offlane Night Stalker. I'm not a fan of that. I don't know.
Top tower is under attack.
Not sold on the offlane Night Stalker.
Yeah, but it's like they need a pace-setting hero because they have this like dual core. Okay, so the single core TB, whatever. I don't know how I feel about that. Mediocre. But the dual core TB makes this hero a lot better. Like we saw in the EG series, right? Where they have this like 2 to 3 man like core, which is very strong. So you don't have to like all in on just like one subset.
Solar poison touch, new poison touch. Just
11, you're on some stuff.
You're TP'd like 30 seconds ago. Drag that creep wave, then just TP out. Wow, he just got first spot up. Fades Tusk, and it wasn't great in game 1, but Nolmis has been a pretty strong staple hero of his and very good against SF.
Shiz Fade. There's a lot of ways that you can meme this game.
Right. Who are the dirty TP spammers?
Eternal Envy, number 1. End. That's a name I have not heard in some time.
Then Tyler's up there. I wouldn't have maybe expected him to be so prominently featured on it.
There is stuff going on. A lot of people are dying.
Supports, though. Irrelevant. I don't know. Tell me.
They matter, dude.
Support lives matter.
Support lives definitely matter.
SF lives matter. You don't want him dying early. Got all those extra free souls.
SF is... Remember the game? It was like, actually, I don't know the game. 2 games ago where Combo was just dying nonstop. I felt so bad for him.
They're going to talk about Cuckoo's SF.
Who's SF? That was rough. Really did.
Courier snipe. Oh. Got it, I believe. Just barely. Yep.
Wind up. Batter swing.
Oh, taunts his way out.
You might as well at that point.
Yeah. That's not an auto taunt, is it? Like, there's some auto taunt. Courier snipe's not one?
The NPTP is, right?
Yeah, if you TP on low health, you taunt.
Yeah.
There's a few that just like automatic. Any hero with a taunt will TP out on low health.
I don't own any of the.
Man, yeah.
Am I?
How do you play like half of the fun of playing Tidehunter is being able to backstroke people.
Who's it? Moon? Moo. That was. Actually, both of them. Nice Ice Shard.
Blocked off the ramp and we'll chase him down.
Did he Spirit Siphon and creep?
Yeah, he did. It don't matter. He still got the kill. Clockwork coming in.
Yeah, but maybe he gets this kill.
Yes, it slightly matters in theory.
It don't matter, you say, huh?
Yeah.
If he dies for this, like...
No, he's good. Oh, we Ice Shards him in, but I think they can actually fight this one 2v1, but with the rotation from the Rubik...
It definitely mattered.
It probably mattered. Probably mattered. I mean, he got the full heal still from that creep. That Spirit Siphon, you know?
He would have killed the clock. He would have definitely killed the clock.
Yeah.
Parker.
Wow, is this going to be one of those 11 games where he just...
No, 11's a beast. He's going to live through this. In 10 seconds he is. Joke's on you. He's going to... You know what you do? You spam Metamorphosis was used. You spam that Metamorphosis expended. Yeah. Poison touch on CD for 8 seconds.
Didn't even stop it, even with it on CDs.
Yeah, what are you gonna do to my boy 11? Look at it, he's back.
There's another poison touch. You better watch out, dude. Metamorph is still up, right?
No, he's good. He's good.
No, this is one of those 11 games.
11's gonna shake this off. 11 juked him.
No, this is...
Once he makes it to the cliff, he's fine.
Damn, he was so close.
He was honestly just like 8 seconds away from living there.
And this is like the Star Ladder 11 that we saw from Vici Gaming, where it's just like 5 deaths in the first 10 minutes.
That was my favorite form.
Let's create space for...
What's the limit, dude?
Is there a certain number of deaths where you're like, all right, it's no longer just creating space?
Will 11 switch his game plan?
How's some of our other less entertaining lanes going? SFDP's kind of...
I don't know, dude. None of this stuff is as interesting as watching just 11 run in. Because we talked about how when he does it and they're winning, he looks like just a straight up genius, and he's like the most respected Chinese off. And then sometimes you're a pit lord that just gets poison touched and dies.
Strengths? Okay.
They're all up top. I think this is a mistake. I feel like you just keep killing.
11's proven that he's willing to keep beating you gold, so keep on accepting.
11's playing some high level version of Truth or Dare.
I'm gonna say chicken or something where it's who's gonna pull away first.
Yeah. I mean, 11 knows that the answer is not him. I answered that for you, dude.
Yeah. Well, coming in, the Clockwork is found himself another kill. He's been very active early on. SF.
He's getting
hit. Yeah, it's Mon back up. He's going to go down before the Tusk, and we'll see if Death Prophet can get out of this one. Chrono on 2.
This is not the target you want to hit.
Yeah, no more Spirit Siphons. Nice little cogs push, and they can actually bring down Kama here with the lift back.
Very nice.
Yeah.
It was the target.
He didn't have any Spirit Siphons left, or
I don't think
absolutely would not have been the target.
I don't think Paparazzi got like a single bash there, by the way.
Hard times.
He hit that DP like 6 times. Oh, he gets a first hit right after.
Is he gonna? How many bashes?
No,
Did not get the bounty.
He adds up. Oh, if you got that one, he was cool.
Mid. Now they can get a good skill. I think just the one Spirit Siphon charge at most, and or you're gonna turn and fight through. Raises brings down Fade and will not live through it, but seems well worth it, especially if you get this Death Prophet kill. 100% worth it at that point. And they get the last bit of damage. Looking like it's the case, and hello. Have a haste rune.
He gets the haste. Dude, look at this. 11 has had 4 minutes of just complete space, and now he's got 25 CP.
You die 3 times in the first 4 minutes, and your opponents will just be like, oh, we've shut him down, we don't have to deal with him.
But that's like the key to 11's next level mind game, is he's like, fool me once, shame on you. Fool me 3 times, eventually you'll give up.
Playing 4D chess here.
I mean, it's working. He's like the same level as the Night Stalker, who has not died at all. So what advancements has he really made?
His advanced TB scams out
exactly. I mean, has he really though? Yo, young Pinmuckle, bring up the net worth. Okay. Look at that, it's 200. It's nothing.
Okay.
11's honestly a genius.
Well, the next Metamorph is like his demise. Elsewhere, Yang going down 11. I mean,
do we even the meta, dude?
Observer J is like, 11's dead. We know this. We don't need to watch. Awkward could be in some trouble here, and okay, gets the backup from the Rubik, which helps keep him alive since he didn't have battery assault. Double damage awaits at top.
He wants to turn on this, but Fenrir will definitely kill him. Fate is ready again. He's anticipating 11.
The return of the Underlord. It's coming.
Joke's on you,
dude.
I was
still
TP the
tier 1? He's TPing the tier 2. Disappointed. Bringing death. There's no movement. There is possibly getting kills here. 11? Careful, my
he's
friend.
Good, dude. He knows the limits. It's an intricate dance.
Yeah, it's been proven this game. He knows the exact limit of how far he can push his hero in this bottom lane without dying.
Look at the net worth, 2,600. All memes aside.
Yeah.
Look at the Night Stalker's net worth, 2,800. Tell me what my boy's doing wrong.
He's getting levels. He's level 6. He's like you say. Honestly, memes aside, he's
done his job.
Fine.
Like,
yeah.
What else is he gonna do as a pit lord? You want him to have 3 heroes down there, so because your SF's getting run at nonstop right now. Punish that, and the only way to punish that is to suicidally run in.
I think there was one death that was kind of looked the time where he died a second time to the same Metamorph.
Okay, that one wasn't great. I will admit that.
The other 3 deaths, were okay. I mean, his first death he could have TP'd out of as well, but whatever. It didn't. It seemed all in all it was kind of fairly excusable value trades.
1 and 2 were definitely a little bit questionable, but 3, 4, and 5, no way I blame him.
And look, meta's on cooldown.
Like, this is honestly, like, I know it sounds like we're joking, but it's really not. Like,
kills in the first 10 minutes are kind of whatever.
Yeah, like, the SF, as a result, he's died 3 times, but he's been able to catch up because he just hits creeps. This is kind of what you have to accept as an offlaner in this meta, is don't care what the community thinks. This is your style. You're going to die a lot. Like, you're an offlane against 3 heroes. Yeah. This is your livelihood.
Going to give Rubik the mid lane as SF does not really feel all too safe here. It does feel scary for Vici. Every time Meta and Exism are up, towers will fall. Imagine we'll see those 2 heroes group up next time, either mid or top to pick another
Paparazzo.
That's it. But a Chrono, if he needs to use it, we'll do so just for a tough nut.
I don't think so. Because they're gathered there's 4. Maybe if it was just like him, he's just there solo.
What's
and he gets the kill.
What's the kind of the idea behind this offlane Night Stalker? We haven't seen Yang get too active.
I think it's just pace. This hero's really fast, right? He requires no farm. The only reason he's farming right now is like daytime, and you pick up a ton of levels. Like, you're a level 8 Night Stalker. By the time the second night runs around, you're not useless. Whereas like the support Night Stalker nowadays, it feels like you know, you're still only like level 5 or level 6 by the time second night rolls around, and you don't feel nearly as useful.
Well, those next ultis are available now for Death Prophet and TB for a tower push, but it's actually going to be Vici who get the first jump here. Going in on Death Prophet in the mid lane, can they burst him down? The Spirit Siphon proving to be a lot here as potential Grave coming out as well, and he'll easily survive his way through that one.
He even TP's in, but no rebuttal, and meanwhile Sylar picks up the free tower for himself.
Yep. He can even swing mid, and possibly with the Death Prophet shining up means they're well and truly healed.
Paparazzi needs to have a sick game to win this. This is way too good of a TV game right now.
Yeah, it's feeling tough because they're going to be taking towers very quickly, and the map's going to just start shrinking over the course of this mid game with all these TB Death Prophet pushes that just seem to keep on coming. Yep, not even worried about waiting for a fight. Kama just going to go throwing it the ultimate in. He's coming in from 11. He wants to get involved to try and defend this one. They've already lost Lanham on the Rubik, and I'm not sure 11 wants to get too close to this exorcism.
11 should die here. They should die for this.
Bring in Nightstalker from behind it, trying to get him out with the Dark Rip, but he dies way too fast. And they get the perfect push from the Ice Shards. In comes Sylar with a slow. Doesn't have Metamorph, doesn't need it. As they get some follow-up kills here. They're starting to run away with this game. They haven't got the biggest gold lead, but towers are falling quickly on the side of Vici, but Vici are responding. They pushed bottom. They got a tier 1 and they're pressuring a tier 2. Ori and Paparazzi are just like, guys, stop feeding. We don't have ultis. We're trading at bottom. We don't need more out of this.
Yeah, that seemed like that was huge miscommunication.
Oh, Yang. Oh, he almost got the first cancel. Instead he gets SF, which is...
It's even better.
Yeah. Comparable for sure as Yule Scepter was purchased. SF doesn't lose any gold. Perhaps the good news, but avoid the big carry. You kind of talked about Paparazzi need to have a big game. He would have been the bigger kill down that Battle Fury.
That was like huge miscommunication though. So Paparazzi was like, yo, we're hitting bottom. And I think they got the memo. It was like, guys, DP ult was expended. And maybe he had Chrono? I can't remember.
He did not have Chrono.
Yeah, so
it was
like,
on cooldown.
You're not fighting that.
They could have lost the Rubik in the tier 1 and that could have been that. But then Underlord TP'd in, he dies and gets caught by the Nightstalker rotation. Clockwork then dies as a result. It was just kind of a domino feed effect.
Yeah, that was just... And then 11 pops his ult. Most optimistic.
Radiant's top tower.
0-5. On the top of the scoreboard, Dazzle 5-1 and 5.
East.
From Dazzle game.
Fender doesn't even go for the hook. So they're just getting run at now.
Yep. Running a land and this Dazzle wants more kills. He's not going to get that one. Sylar getting the double kill here. Chrono comes in, gets the Dazzle. I believe it was mid-grave animation there. Possibly just to heal, so they're going to fall back to the shrine. I don't think
should give out.
Thunder want to chase this. Yeah. Nighttime, though, does mean he can run in. The catch is not really there for Vici.
They want to turn now, but...
Well, you can see, yeah, no Chronosphere. They really want to try and fight into this one if possible.
Or he's got to be careful here. I know you want to farm these creeps, but you're liable to die right now. You're just going to get run out.
Farming these Ancients and Silas here with Metamorph. They have vision for it. Snowball on forward. SF. Getting way too greedy there.
Mega dead. And now they know about the Ancients, so Sylar's trying to pop all his Illus, and the SF ult actually helps it.
I can't believe it's just a 1k gold lead. It feels like Thunder destroying them right now. I guess just none of their cores have pulled too far ahead. SF's been farming. Yeah. You've got a Nightstalker. Nightstalker's not a farming offlaner, whereas Underlord is. I guess is a big part of that.
Yeah, the main difference comes from the cores. Like the supports are very, very similar. It comes to like their net worth. They're not dissimilar.
To Roshan with this exorcism, they say we've taken 3 tier 1s. Time to go for a Roche fade. And pull back in. Needs to be a little bit careful here, but the silence coming out onto a couple. And push Paparazzi back. Great hook shot onto absolutely everyone. And the TB Thunder comes out, but he's still incredibly low. And Vici Gaming have just crushed this Roshan fight as they punish Thunder.
That was...
Wow.
Okay, so they all stack up onto that hill. They get 5-man Firestormed Pit into the Clockwork hookshot. I think that... can we see the fight recap to see how much damage the Firestorm did?
2,000 damage. Pretty hefty. SF with the razors and kind of comes out on top of the lead damage. Even Clock doing 1,400.
That was...
Everything just piled on, and more importantly than anything was the lack of damage coming from Thunder. An ambitious Roshan gets punished.
It was mainly just the fact that like they stuck up onto that hill.
They could have gotten out of the pit, and they're not going to die because they're not going to group up in this choke point for the perfect kind of multiple hookshot cogs, Pit of Malice, Firestorm, everything just piled on.
So we're going to see it here again. So
is scouting. Yeah. And instead of getting out of the Roche pit and stopping, they then group here. 5 heroes piled on top of each other in a Pit of Malice into hookshot, 2 caught in the cogs, and the razors plus Requiem. Those razors from Ori just chewed through them.
You actually couldn't give them a better fight than that.
Suddenly it's Vici with a sizable gold lead.
And they
get 5 twist of events.
Wow, look at that.
Not a pretty sight.
Thunder doesn't take that fight. Everything's fine.
They're on track. I guess they've got Exorcism down, so they're a little bit vulnerable, but the Chronosphere was also not up for a little bit. Seemed like they should have waited for at least Metamorph to be available before going for that.
Gonna take the tower and even defend this.
They get the kill onto Fenrir. Can they get back in time? Paparazzi gets the 2-man Chrono, setting up the razors of Ori. This SF is just pummeling into Thunder with the damage output. You know, trying to hide here, but really got an escape. Drops a weave. He goes down.
They are getting sloppy now. They saw the TP too from the Pit Lord. They did it in front of the tower. So they know that it's almost 100% headed towards mid, because they want to take that tower and defend it because they're that far ahead. And AO's not even in a position where he can grave. They just rushed that.
Spells trouble for Thunder, who like their draft, like what they'd put together, but perhaps a bit just poor fight selection and execution here. Has Blink Yules already. He's suddenly top of the net worth. Void also having a very good game. The Chronos this game from Paparazzi. Fantastic.
Now this Pit Lord has fully completed Crimson Guard 2. He's going to lower the damage potential heavily. VG.Thunder, which based a lot on physical damage. Like that he made that read. And 11's game has recovered really nicely. He's level 13. He's barely behind anybody. He's ahead of almost all the heroes on Vici. At least tied minimum. And that's what we're talking about, like his playstyle. Yeah, he runs in and he's gonna look a little bit silly in the early game, but at the same time, like, this guy will recover. There's only so many times you feel comfortable killing him. Maybe people just feel bad. They're like, dude, just like, we've killed this dude like 5 times. Maybe we just ease up a little bit.
Kill a Sessa.
Mistakes. That's where 11 thrives.
Well, the crazy thing is, was never even behind the Night Stalker in the early game, and it really feels like Thunder's draft has kind of got these 3 effectively supports, whereas Underlord actually is transitioning in terms of his item pickups.
Yeah, and now this Void is racking up the farm at the same time. Paparazzi barely behind the flash farming Shadow Fiend. Their gold, they were 1k gold behind, it feels like less than 5 minutes ago, and now they're a whopping 7k ahead.
The Death Prophet looks very squishy too when we're seeing these fights. We get caught in a Chrono, anyone getting caught in a Chrono just dies to a double raise or something and brought down very, very fast.
They can't let both their cores get chronoed. It's too much for AO to have to do in that situation.
It feels like the Grave is going to be the one kind of big play that Thunder can rely on to, well, not even rely on, but have to look to for a teamfight victory.
And Vici, they're going to get the Courier, which might alert Yang to the fact that everyone's up here.
Still lingering. He knows of their presence more than they of him because of
the bounty rune, though, is going to alert them.
What's going on here? There we go. Gets pinged out. He's scooting his way through.
Are they smoked up?
The rest of Thunder? Yeah, I was about to say, it looked like they are there. They head down mid. They want to start a fight of their own. Perhaps getting a jump on someone like a Void with a silence.
They want to take the DD rune. But everything's now filtering in, item-wise. Vici.
There's such good dire vision around the middle and top side, right outside the base as well, so this may even be obvious to the Vici.
He picks up the Manta, though, and if they do fight, it's going to be under the shrine, and I think Vici Thunder know about this.
Oh, he just time walked in, though. Paparazzi, Snowball. Coming on through, went to the Ancient Creeps. Can he get the kill? Stop him getting from the shrine. He gets back and he's going to heal himself back up. They look to blow up the Dazzle from the side of Vici Gaming, and SF. Chronosphere onto 2 as well. That's not going to amount to all too much there, as Fade was just locked in place through that one, and 4 dead. Thunder get destroyed here. They do end up getting the kill on the Void thanks to the Exorcism, but very small consolation prize as 5 go.
Absolutely worth it. Like, every item just came on the side of Vici. They picked up a BKB at the same time they picked up the mech. Nobody went down easy. Maybe if they burst that Void, but it didn't even look like they were all on the same page. Like, he gets a silence off, but he still makes it up the cliff.
Even the Snowball, I think he clicked the Ancients, not the actual Void. It was like he didn't follow the Void as he walked away. But yeah, they had to try and 5-man burst that Void. He gets away, he gets back to the shrine, and is able to come back into the fight.
Yeah.
That was pre-Manta style as well, so he didn't have a way out of the silence.
So then, now the game resets again as they take a 10k lead. Can we watch that fight again?
See if that be possible as things settle down. Perhaps playing towards the next Roshan will be Vici Gaming's idea here.
4 staff now completed 2 on the...
It really, the way Thunder came in, like they seemed to be coming from that bottom side, and it was kind of surprising that Dazzle actually got caught and down. Like some SF just like top of Dazzle.
I think. Oh, so we are gonna watch this fight. So here we see Paparazzi. Yeah, it looked like he clicked the Ancients.
He just blinked behind them. The SF blinks in, Yules combos the Dazzle.
Yeah, so I don't think it mattered. Like, even if they kill the Void there, I think the BKB SF is untouchable.
Yeah. And he finds his target. He's like, this Dazzle is the hero that is most important, because killing him effectively sets us up to kill a Terrorblade or someone, stops Thunder being used. So I like the call from Ori to use the Requiem on that. And also, your Requiem damage reduction is very important against some Terrorblade.
So now it's 11k. He did use the Dark Rift 11, by the way, to get out. But I wanted to see what went wrong in that fight. It was. You were right. He snowballed the Ancient.
Like you said, it probably doesn't matter. Maybe they kill the Void faster. Perhaps that Chrono doesn't come out, so could have been like a 2 for 4 or something a little different. But
I think they're still getting wiped there.
Yeah.
Ori's the ult was got on top of everyone. Maybe like Yang gets out because he's really fast.
Ori definitely feels like one of the kind of breakup players. Fantastic SF, and very good results so far with this young Vici squad. Him and Papa pairing up well.
They started off rough in the beginning of the year, right? Their Starlighter, they got bodied by SG.
Yeah, 2-0 by SG Esports. By the Thelia Core Earthshaker, I remember.
He was sick, though. They're going to find Yang.
Should be a kill. He's trying to fly his way out of this one, but there we go. Telekinesis drops him actually back towards his base, but they time him. So, nice little sign as you go for a kill like this.
Heals him.
Heals against the Grave.
They still have Chrono too. I think you commit for this. 11's gonna have his ulti in 20 seconds. He's got a gem. They're not afraid of dying at all at this point.
Nor should they be. Well,
Bro,
safer objective, and well, as there often is, a double damage rune right outside. It's Roshan. Big drops in health. It's crazy with Firestorm. It feels very, very desperate for Thunder. How does a team fight go right for them at this point? Is it relying on their enemy to make mistakes, or is it kind of some formula for them that they're trying to follow in?
I think they have to mess up massively. He'd have to Chrono half of his team.
Well, Syla doesn't even want a team fight. I think that really acknowledges the fact they feel they are so far behind in their ability to stop Vici Gaming taking their high ground. So he's just happily going for some counterplay on the other side of the map, taking a tier 1, going onto the tier 2 tower. There's the Exorcism of Kama. They really want to take this fight. The Clockwork goes up. Cogs is 2, but the Night Stalker flying out. Fade getting kept alive a little bit longer thanks to the Grave, but that's just a tusk. Perhaps a core here they could have gone for. They're trying to buy time. TB wants to go for the back door. He's on the high ground at bottom. DP's starting to go back. 11's going to be the one defend.
They need to cancel.
Okay, the Chronosphere comes in, catches 2, the Death Prophet goes down, and it looks like with the Razors they're going to win this fight. Silas just ignoring 11, gets the Sunder out, he's crushing it at bottom. His teammates are dropping like flies, but if he can get a Rax, it could be all worth it. Sylar, perhaps the hero that VGJ.Thunder need. His Metamorph is worn off, he's just trying to finish off these Rax
Dude, 11
here.
can't die.
He is unkillable with that Crimson Guard. You think a melee Terrorblade is scary? Not at all, and he can't finish off the Rax, unfortunately. He has to TP home. No melee Rax for you means this trade does not feel all too worth it.
Yeah.
The buyback's being used. He's going to come back just to throw up reflections, and that is perhaps actually going to be enough to push them back. That's a lot of damage. Paparazzi being brought very, very low. The pullback. Oh, Night Stalker's trapped outside his base. Those cogs just zoning him away. Hook shot being used. Fenrir's like, I don't care about dying. I'm just going to try to bring down Yang. And actually get the kill on him, and now with the grave he's kept alive longer. Perhaps Vici have actually overextended it here. Or he's on the high ground, trapped in place by some shards here as Fade is trying to finish him off. Sylar BK being again still without a Metamorph. He's just so limited in what he can do in these fights. He's just throwing reflections out as much as he can. And SF able to not get caught by that one thanks to the BKB, as it looks like Vici are just trying to get themselves out of here. 11 says, take me guys. I know what dying's like and it's not too bad. We win games still.
It's not too bad, guys. I've seen the other side. It's alright. I'll be okay.
Yep. They almost turned that into a decent trade for Thunder, but man, 11, the hero again.
The problem was that 11 got sundered from full HP to nothing, and he still couldn't die at bottom. And then he just started chasing around Sylar, and Sylar was like, dude, what is this?
Well, Sylar had the Metamorph going even for the tier 1 tower, so by the time he gets to the tier 3, he had to push through 2 towers, and that Metamorph did not have much longer left on it. In all, not out of the game, Thunder, but still in a very desperate position.
Yeah. They don't notice the gem, by the way.
Huh. I think that's a place where you send couriers cross map to scout and pick it up.
No, but it's more surprising like that Thunder didn't notice.
Yeah.
That's why it feels as though something's a little bit off, right?
They should have known that. You know, it should just be in your head. Like the second you see here with a gem, you tell everyone on your team.
That's a focus combo.
Yeah. Get out of there, and what's this BKB Requiem?
Not bad.
If they can get out, okay, it was not bad. It gets pretty bad. A 3-man Chronosphere going to set up a nice team fight.
Snowball into it too.
And yeah, snowballs in. Sylar's on the high ground. This time he does have meta. Can he win this fight single-handedly? It's going to be hard. He's actually got backup. The 2-man squad. Death Prophet and TB. This 2-man wrecking crew is getting Vici low, but the problem is going to be
the Crimson
when
Guard
they get kited around too. And SF getting low. Can they bring down Ori? Sylar pops like a pinata, and next in line is the Death Prophet. 2 dead, and the bottom lane we go.
They called it early last time.
This is the game decider elimination match. This is them knocked out of the tournament and Vici advancing into the main stage, top 6.
Now they noticed the gem.
It's still there.
Fade pinged it out. He's like, oh man, how did we not notice that?
That's pretty demoralizing. I mean, the game probably over at this point regardless, but that's definitely something. What else can go wrong?
Yeah, exactly. Like, you're just adding it up in your head, right? You're just thinking to yourself, man, we've made a lot of mistakes in this game. That Roshan fight was so pivotal. After that, like, if you look at the net worth graph, I think it's just like straight down. There's like one or two hiccups.
They were in control of the early game and definitely let things slip away a bit, as Vici are not going to take any chances, not go for that mega creeps. They fall back, take some shrines, and we'll probably be saying, let's wait for the next Rosh. It's, you know, Rosh number 3, pressure shot. Would be pretty good. Double chrono.
Double SF ult.
Got the axe. Maybe calling for it.
Does he have it? No SF?
Yeah. No. In my head he did.
I was like, dude, he just bought Shivas. He'd be really rich.
I thought he had it queued up, I think, earlier. Yeah. Maybe we were... I don't know.
Get the Pit Lord Eggs.
He's still gonna queue. He's messing.
Definitely get the Pit Lord Eggs.
Game where you might consider build up all that damage. Possibly, what, one of the worst tags in the game?
Possibly. It's wild good. Paparazzi just jumps forward. They're just so unafraid now.
They're sitting on their high ground, and well, they're doing so right underneath the vision of a dire ward. It's troublesome when your opponents want to go for Roshan. They can know exactly when it's safe, or they can even just jump you while you're sitting on the high ground with a void. For clockwork hookshot initiation, we've seen a few times. Very hard to deal with those things.
And the Gem Pit Lord just going to de-ward and run forward. Thunder. They're quickly running out of options. They haven't even de-warded their base.
They have to just, yeah, you know, out of those sentries on. They got 2 wards in their base.
Yeah.
Crazy thing. I don't think this is a game where you can now look for those Rax trades either. When you're giving up mega creeps, getting a melee Rax or something, it's never worth it.
You could, well, the problem is that the tier 2 at top still exists. Sure. So no matter what, like, you're gonna get mega creep for 2 sets of Rax at best.
Nifty talent, the reflection cooldown now, so 5-second cooldown on the reflection spam.
He's getting radiance
on TB.
Or no, he's gonna divide.
Yeah. I'm down for it. That's gonna be some fun. Let's heat things up here in the late game. See what happens.
Immediate smoke into smoke.
They really want to contest this Roche. SF trying to blow up the Night Stalker, times it well. A couple more raids looking to finish off the Night Stalker. Won't do so immediately. The snowball save is there, but he does get brought down after it. Thunder comes out. Young 11 getting brought down low. Sylar, though, unable to really dish out huge damage, and the Chronosphere going to catch him, lock him in place. As the SF from the outside looking to bring him down. Nice grave, keeps him alive, but the problem is he doesn't have a Sunder. The creeps may even finish him off. Oh no, Young 11 gets credited the kill. And that is all over for Thunder. I can't imagine they're able to play their way out of this one, and no, they agree. They GG out.
Good game. As, I mean, they have to be pretty disappointed with that, I think.
Yeah, it's even more so maybe when they go back and watch it, but yeah, that start was fantastic.
Oh, it was amazing. They just kept getting kills around the map. They were trading very well. Felt like things... Sylar was having a very good game. He was just getting towers for free. Remember that mid-engagement went so positively for them too. And felt like it was going to be pretty nice. I mean,